Is August the 1st, 2025. You people are teaching me to hate. I never hated before, but I hate this devil that's trying to have a baby with me or get near me. There are only two people that I ever loved enough to ever even think about children. When I was a little girl growing up, I fell in love with Frankie Valli as a child. And I loved him even more when I met him at age 15. And I dedicated my life to trying to protect him and promote him, write songs, keep a song in my heart, and use him to inspire poetry. He and my parents were my whole world. Then Bob came along and he became my world. But me and Bob tried to have children. He'd had 2 vasectomies before he met me. The first one didn't take, and that's how they ended up with the 5th child. But there's only 2 people that, like Frankie, I always dreamed of what it had been like if I had been a teenager growing up with him and fallen in love with him in the maybe in a previous life in the projects. It would have been happy, starting from scratch. But I've loved him my whole life. But I thought the earth was evil. I thought, hey, babies belong in heaven. Even when I met Robert Pearson, I went to Australia and he and I were great friends. I met him the same year I met Frankie Valli, and we were friends from the age, I got my first kiss on my 16th birthday from him. So I cared about him, but we never got to the point of wanting children or even making love. We were just great friends. I went to his country twice. He came to mine. I stayed at his house when I was there. He stayed at mine when he came to Kentucky. That's me. You can't change it. Don't ever mention other men to me. My heart is so true. I've loved Frankie. I would have done anything for Frankie, even traveling along bus rides to California several times at the Hilton when he performed, to Newark, New Jersey to promote him, to meet all his people, to give him an award from the city for all his years of showbiz, and make it a Frankie Valli holiday when I kissed him on the cheek and put a medal around his neck from Newark, went out with his family and him for dinner. When I went to his mama's house, I'm a girl who has a go. But anytime I wanted to even know where he was when I was a kid, I could just ask God to point me in the direction. When I got off that bus when I was a teenager by myself to Newark, I asked him to take me to Frankie Valli's house. God led me the way, just on my compass through faith. That is a connection you cannot break. The only 2 I never thought of having his kids because I thought he was older than me and everything, but I always wished I could have had a baby like him, to love like him. But if you ever try to impregnate me, my husband has had 2 vasectomies. I don't believe in ever bringing a baby into hell, but it would only have to be his child, nobody else's. And I really don't think Frankie would want another baby because I think he agrees with me. There's too much evil.